news that technology has changed the way we live our lives. It has clearly impacted all levels of education by providing limitless opportunities for learning. Therefore, it is important that children be taught digital literacy. In this course, we will be showing you how children can positively use technology to prepare themselves for the future of work. Let us start with the subject called Scratch. This subject is for children from the ages of 9 to 13. It is required for you to have a mobile device to take it. I will be taking you through steps to download this application. Number 1, go to Google Play Store. Number 2, search for the application called Scratch. Number 3, download it. And voila, you're ready to go. Let us begin. Hi everyone, welcome to this lesson. I am Fola. Today I'm going to be introducing you to Scratch Junior. So this is what the Scratch Junior interface looks like. So I'm going to click on the home button to get started. And then click on the plus button to start a new project. So we always start off with this cat here, but I don't want to use this cat for this project. So I'm just going to click on it. Click on the X button to take it away. And now I'm going to click on the plus button on the left side to bring a new character. Today I want to use a new baby. So there he is. Take him to the stage and move him to the left side. Now I want another character, so I'm going to look for a bunny rabbit. So I'll press the button to bring him on, put him on this side. I'm not worried that he's facing the other side because eventually we'll turn it around. Now up here on the top, the landscape icon will be my background, so I'll click on that. And the one I want to use right now is the road. So let's choose that. It's just something funny about a baby and a rabbit on the road. So let's see how that goes. So I'm going to start with what the baby is doing. So I'll tap on the baby to get him selected. And then I go to the yellow blocks to start with the flag so that we know that when the flag is pressed, the script starts. I'll go to the blue blocks and I want to move it to the right about 6 steps. So I just tap on the numbers and change the numbers with the keypad, and I'll press the flag at the top to test that. Okay, that looks good. Now we want the baby to go up as well, so we use the up arrow and bring it back down, attach it to the script, and I'm going to change it to about 6 as well. So let's play it. Okay, that's good. Now we want the baby to go right for about 9 steps. So see how that works. So this process of adding something and testing it again and again is really important when we're teaching kids about coding and animation. Okay, that worked really well. So now we'll move it down so that it crashes on the rabbit. Great, that works well. So now that the baby has crashed, we're trying to make the rabbit move the moment the baby crashes on the rabbit. So we click on the rabbit to start the story, click on the yellow blocks, choose the green flag as usual to start the script. So we want the bunny rabbit to move to the left as soon as the baby crashes on it. So we click on the blue block, the left, and we choose about 12 steps. Great, let's test it out. So we want it to move to the left, but don't forget that this is still a trial and error process to see what mistakes we're making. So if we look at this, the rabbit moved faster than the baby, so it moved before the baby moved, so we need to make it wait a little bit. Fortunately, we have the wait button in the orange blocks. Great. So now let's see how that goes. These are 10 seconds, but they are not the usual 10 seconds. We can call them the 10 scratch units. Great, but not great enough because it was still too fast. So now let's move it to 50 and test it out again. Great. Perfect. So now we want the rabbit to make a noise when the baby crashes on it. So we go to the green blocks. There are 2 different activities in the green blocks. We have the pop sound and we have the other one where we can record. So we don't want to use the pop sound, we want to record. So let's just record something ridiculous like ha. Great. So we move the recorded note between the orange and the blue blocks. And the moment that the baby crashes on the rabbit, we hear the sound. Ha! Great job! But now that we've done it, it feels like the waiting time was too long. So let's reduce it to about 45 and test it again. Perfect. So that's great. The purpose of learning and practicing is to ensure that it gets easier for kids to code and do their animations. And then we're yet to use all of the blocks. We're yet to use the purple blocks and we are yet to use some of the orange blocks which have a lot of activities. And we're going to do that in the subsequent tutorials. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello again. I hope you have enjoyed watching the introduction. Let us move to the next tutorial where we will learn how to use the motion blocks.
Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson. I'm Fola. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the motion blocks for characters and also how to use the triggering blocks for the process. Please use a pen and a piece of paper to sketch the story first before creating any project at all. Now let's add a new project and create a story. Always remember our first steps for a project. Step 1. Where does our story take place? Let's say our story takes place in a basketball field. In order to add a basketball field as the background for our project, you click the landscape image on top of the interface screen. Then we select the gym as the background for our stage. There you go. Step 2. Who are the characters in our story? Our story has two characters, the cat and the basketball. We'll make use of the cat which is added to our project by default. And we need to add a basketball as another character. Click the Add button on the left side of the interface screen. And then we select the basketball as the character. There you go. Step 3. Where are the starting positions of our characters? We need to decide where our characters should be located on the background. So let's move the cat to the left side of the gym and the basketball near the cat's hand. There you go. Step 4. What are the actions of our characters? Once we have the background, the characters, and the starting positions of our characters, we can make up our stories. In our story, the cat throws the basketball up in the air and the basketball falls back down to the ground and it bounces a few times before it stops on the ground. Okay, let's add a script for the cat and the basketball. Turn on the grid of the stage. Click the cat's character on the left side and on the bottom section of the interface screen, you can add the process for the cat. Let's add start and end activities blocks first. Then you want the cat to touch the ball. You can add the move right block in the process so that the cat is able to touch the ball. Click the basketball character. We want the basketball to be thrown in the air when a cat touches the basketball. Add the start on bump and end activities blocks first. The start on bump means that the process will start when the character is touched. Let's add the move right block. Then add it up to about 5 steps. That's the up block. The basketball will jump up and down for 5 steps. Then add the move down block to move the basketball to the ground. Then add another hop block with 4 steps, then 3 steps, then 2 steps, and then 1 step. Okay, we're done. Let's test our script. Very good. The cat hits the basketball and the basketball is thrown in the air and it bounces a few times before it stops on the ground. We can turn on the presentation mode on top of the interface screen and run our story on full screen mode. Let's run it. Cool. The final step is to name our project. Click the yellow button on the top right corner of the interface screen. Let's change the name to Bouncing Basketball. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.
Now let's move to the next tutorial where we will learn process and activities.
Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson. Once again, I'm Fola. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to add a process and the activities blocks within the process. On the bottom section of the interface screen, you can add one or more processes for each character. There are a few activities blocks that can be used for building the process. There are 5 categories for the activities blocks. They are the triggering blocks, the motion blocks, the looks blocks, the sound blocks, the control blocks, and the end blocks. Within the triggering blocks, there are 5 activities blocks you can choose from. Number 1, we have the start on the green flag block, which is the block that starts the process when the green flag is clicked. We have the start on tap block, which is the block which starts the process when you tap on the character. We have the start on bump block, which is the block which starts the process when a character is touched by another character. We have the start on message block, which is the block that starts the process whenever a message of a specified color is sent. We have the send message block, which is the block which sends a message of a specified color. Within the motion blocks, there are 8 activities blocks you can choose. We have the move right block, which is the block which moves the character at a specified number of grid squares to the right. We have the move left block, which is the block which moves the character at a specified number of grid squares to the left. The move up block is the block which moves the character a specified number of grid squares up. The move down block is the block which moves the character a specified number of grid squares down. The turn right block is the block which rotates the character clockwise at a specified amount for a full rotation. The turn left block is the block which rotates the character counterclockwise at a specified amount for a full rotation as well. The hop block is the block which moves the character up a specified number of grid squares and then down again. The go home block is the block which resets the character's location to its starting position. Within the looks blocks, there are 5 activities blocks you can choose. The say block is a block which shows a specified message in a speech bubble above the character. The grow block is a block which increases the size of the character. The shrink block is a block which decreases the size of the character. The reset size block is a block which returns the character to its default size. The hide block is a block which fades out the character until it is no longer visible. The show block is the block which fades in the character until it is fully visible. Within the sounds blocks, there are 2 activities blocks you can choose. The pop block is a block which plays a pop sound. The play recorded sound block is a block which plays a sound that is recorded by the user. Within the control blocks, there are 4 activities blocks you can choose. The wait block is a block which pauses the script for a specified amount of time. The stop block is the block which stops all the character scripts. The set speed block is the block which changes the rate at which certain blocks are run. The repeat block is the block which runs the story a specified number of times. Within the end blocks, there are 3 activities blocks you can choose. End block is the block which indicates the end of the script. The repeat forever block is the block which runs the script over and over again. The go to page block is the block which changes to the specified page of the project. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.
It's time to learn how to create characters.
Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson. I am Fola. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to add a character to the stage. On the left side of the interface screen, you can add a character by clicking on the plus button. Usually, this cat is always added to the stage by default, but if you don't want to use it, just click on it and hold on to it until the X button appears. Then you click on the cross button to delete it. Now let's find another character. Today we'll be using a jellyfish. So click the plus button on the left side. It will take you to an interface that gives you several characters to choose from. So like we said, we are choosing the jellyfish called Tack. And now Tack is on the stage. There's several other ways to choose characters. You can choose them from the predefined characters, and you can also create your character from scratch. In the future, we're going to be showing you more advanced ways to create characters. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.
And finally for today, we'll learn how to create backgrounds.
Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson. I'm Fola. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to create a new background for the stage. There are 2 ways to add a new background. You can click the blank background and create a new background from scratch. Or you can click an existing background and make a few changes to become a new background. Let's use the beach background and make a few modifications. Select the beach background and click the paintbrush button on top. On the right side of the editor screen, there are a few functions that you can use. The drag button allows you to select the object on the background and move it to the location that you want. Say we want to move the surfboard to the other side of the beach. There you go. The rotate button allows you to rotate a selected object on the background. Say we want to rotate the surfboard by 90 degrees. There you go. The duplicate button allows you to copy the object on the background. Say you want to duplicate the surfboard. There you go. The cut button allows you to cut a selected object on the background. Say you want to remove the duplicate surfboard. There you go. The camera button allows you to take a photo from your camera as the background. The fill button allows you to fill the selected object on the background with the selected color. Say you want to change the color of the surfboard to red. There you go. On the left side of the editor screen, there are a few functions that you can use. The pen-shaped buttons allow you to change the shape of the pen that you want to use for drawing the diagram on the background. Say we want to draw a dot on the background. There you go. The line width buttons allow you to change the line of the drawing. Say we want to draw a line. There you go. On the bottom side of the Paint Editor screen, you can select different colors for drawing lines and coloring objects on the background. Thank you for watching. See you again soon.
I hope you have enjoyed today's lessons. Thank you for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye.